Today I had my very, very last appointment with Dr. Bapat. As I told you before, I went last week and he removed the Kshar Sutra thread, and then it was just one more appointment, which was today, and that was to assess how the wound was healing. It looks fantastic. He said that it looks 85% healed, so now it's up to me to continue cleaning my anal area and my wound with iodine and with a salve that he gave me. He said I could also use maybe honey when I go back home. Just something to keep the dryness from the area down, because it was a little bit dry because I'd been using cotton in the area and packing the wound with cotton. And basically to keep on top of cleaning, keep on top of putting on the medicated salve that he gave me, and wait for my body to heal up completely. And it feels fantastic. I guess this is going to be a shorter update for once. I've been so chatty this whole journey, but that appointment was definitely bittersweet because I'm just so happy to be at the tail end of this fistula journey, but I was honestly sad that it would be the last time for at least a while, at least a long while, that I would ever see my doctor, because I just think he's great. I could talk to him for hours and hours and hours. It was just such a wonderful experience to get to work with him, to learn so much from him, to learn from his passion for healing people, the whole person, not just the body part. And also visiting Pune has been the experience of a lifetime. I will never forget it. I really don't have much to say except to repeat the same things that I've said in so many other videos, just in case somebody only sees this video and has not seen my other videos. And that's that treatment went well from pretty much day one. The doctor made sure to take pictures every single treatment, and I was able to see the pictures if I wanted to. He explained to me what he was doing during the procedures, as well as after the procedures. We always went to his office so that he could talk with me about what he had done, how he expected healing to go. So they're really, considering that I'd never really even heard of Kshar Sutra before, as far as about a year or so ago, thanks to his guidance, there really was no surprises. Pretty much what he told me was going to happen happened. If he told me that the wound was going to be a bit itchy, then it was. If he told me there'd be burning, then there was. And I understand for him it's routine, so thankfully he's not at the point where he just kind of does things and he forgets to explain things to patients, because even though it's routine for doctors to do this, it's their daily life. For us, it's our life, and it's scary, or it can be scary. So my wound feels wonderful. It's sometimes it's a little bit tight. Ironically enough, I rode a camel a few days ago, and my bum is more sore from that than it is from my wound healing. Sometimes it feels a little bit itchy as the skin is regenerating and healing. To repeat myself, I have never ever experienced any issues with incontinence before, during, or after any of the Kshar Sutra treatments with Dr. Bapat, and there were times that I had to hold things in. I did not have a history of Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, although I have not been diagnosed by a doctor, but I'm thinking I probably do have irritable bowel syndrome, just because if I'm stressed, then my colon lets me know. With that said, the doctor, and anyone can do their own research, he has a great online presence, but my doctor does treat people who have ulcerative colitis or diabetes or Crohn's disease, and he's healed many people with those conditions with great success. One thing that I think every fistula fighter wants to know is, well, so you leave the doctor and you're healed, or you're on your way to being healed. What did the fistula come back? So I will make sure to get on and give you guys an update once my wound is completely healed. I plan to get an MRI in Canada just to prove to myself, even though I'm pretty sure that this is it. But to have that proof for my doctors back home, because I will be speaking to them and telling them about this wonderful treatment and educating them about that, should they wish to listen to me. And I would like to have that proof in my back pocket to show them that the fistula is gone and that treatment did work. So I will make sure to get on here and update you guys when my wound is 100% healed. I'll make sure to let you know when I have the MRI and have that report back. And I will make sure to get on at intervals, 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, a year down the line. But I do plan to just not kind of just leave and you see that my journey ends today and my wound is 85% healed, but whatever happened, or did the fistula happen? Did the fistula come back? So I do plan to come back on and just give quick updates saying how my overall health is going, the area where the fistula was, and whether or not it came back, because understandably, people want to know those things. And understandably, if somebody does make a huge journey to come to India, if you're from North America, that's like halfway around the world, you want to know that this thing is gone and it never ever came back. With that said, I will say that I talked to several people who I'm now so grateful to be able to call friends, who guided me towards Dr. Bapat, and they had their fistula surgery, fistula Kshar Sutra treatments with Dr. Bapat years ago, and their fistulas never came back. They never had an issue with recurrence or with incontinence. So hopefully that sets somebody's mind at ease. I have, as I think I said in one of my videos, or maybe it was in a blog post, I can't remember, I have this real fascination with plush novelty toys. And I was really encouraged to visit Dr. Bapat after seeing a friend's kind of humorous picture with him. So I got him a present, and I was just so delighted to know that he enjoyed my thank you present more than I thought he would. He just laughed and laughed and laughed, and I will post a picture in this video. And sharing it in my fistula forums on Facebook. And I mean, they're such great forums. The people there are just amazing. They know, of course, exactly what it is to struggle with these things, and the support has just been amazing. And the encouragement to keep sharing my journey, even when I felt like this is too much information, or I felt like I'm putting way too much of my personal journey out there. And it's been, of course, a long road and a scary road at times, because I didn't know at one point whether or not my life would ever be like it was before this fistula. So I'm just so grateful for everybody along the way who's watched my journey and kind of cheered me on. I can't tell you all how much that has helped me. Even any little comment saying congratulations or we're rooting for you, it just went so far to me continuing, and to me continuing on and continuing to believe that I was hopefully doing a good thing and sharing my journey, even if I felt very vulnerable at times, because I always thought maybe sometime down the line, a year or 2 or 3, maybe somebody would find my videos and it would be helpful to them. But I've got people now, as they're watching my journey in real time, telling me that me sharing my journey has made a real difference in their life and how down and depressed they were before. So just thank you to everybody who's been there for me, supported me, asked questions about how I'm feeling, made comments saying good luck. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I know so many people say when they're at their ends of their journeys that there's hope and don't give up hope and keep striving. And I hate to sound like a cliche, but I will. Of course, I'm feeling positive. If you're watching these, perhaps you're not feeling positive right now, and I could certainly understand that. There were many, many dark days with me, many times I cried myself to sleep. But I do believe that if you're able and willing to look into Kshar Sutra, even if you just want to look into it, but you decide maybe it's not for you, I think that's fine. But I think that people should just be aware of this option and that it is a legitimate treatment option, and it has cured many, many, many people. And it has been around for thousands and thousands of years. I guess with that said, I should also say that my doctor has cured people who have had multiple surgeries that didn't work as well. So try, if possible, not to be discouraged. I just feel cliche sounding that because it's easy for me to say now, and I understand that. But if you are able and willing to at least look into this treatment, I would certainly suggest that you do. if you're willing and able to come and try Kshar Sutra for yourself, I have faith that it has an excellent chance of healing you. This surgery has something like a 97% success rate, 1% recurrence rate maybe, so I think it is one of the best options to treat complicated fistulas that is out there. My only wish as far as Kshar Sutra treatment is concerned is that every colorectal surgeon at least knew about this option and was willing to tell their clients about it. Even if the client decided that they would try something else, I do think that people should know. And I do wish that this treatment were available in countries outside of India.